Hey guys, Cyndi Williams here, the Wanderlust CEO. I have three of my amazing clients here today. We are doing a full case study. They're graduates of COV. I'm going to put the confetti in later, I promise. Yes, all of our certified graduates. First up, I have Amanda from Amped Vacations. And then we also have Up Vacations, that's right. And then we have Dale and Jillian from Avid for Adventures. So welcome to the show, guys. I'm so glad to be featuring you today.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
I love it. Good, good. Well, and you guys are recent graduates. You've earned your certification through Careers on Vacation now. And I'll start by just saying, what have been your, let's start with where you were before doing Careers on Vacation and where you are now. Dale and Jillian, let's start with you guys.
Well, I'll go ahead and answer this. Dale and I just decided to leap into the travel industry in July. And it's something that we had been thinking about for years. And so this was the year we said, let's just do it. And so in this process, we were like, we have no idea of what to do to get going in a travel business. And so when we found Careers on Vacation, we knew that this was going to be the perfect fit for us to just start to explore and delve in. And what we discovered is there's a lot that we didn't know. And it was amazing to have Jamie as a coach. It was awesome to have this whole group of individuals that we could learn with, make our mistakes with, grow with, so that when we finished, I feel so much more confident. Am I still learning? Absolutely, every day. But I definitely feel like I have a better grasp on what the industry needs, but especially when it comes to marketing and the things that we learned through the marketing units have been applicable to my life as a teacher, and just really opened up things that I didn't know I needed to know, but now I know.
I always say
simply stated, Careers on Vacation gave me two very good things. First, very practical processes and tools to get the job done. Like Jillian said, coming on with no prior experience in the travel industry, those practical tools and processes really got us going in the right direction. And then the second thing, the mindset portion of the teaching provided by Brandon, just fantastic to get your mind in the right spot and to know that you can and will achieve your goals. It's just going to take some time.
Yeah, that's great. And obviously you guys are busy professionals. So, it's kind of like you, and I love that that Jillian's a teacher. Dale, are you a teacher too?
No, not a teacher. I was involved in the nonprofit world and now have left that to promote, to give full time to our travel business.
Oh, I love that. So, but I love too, also Jillian being a teacher, knowing that you don't know what you don't know, right? So
yes.
I love bringing that experience from your other worlds too, and kind of jumping in, trying to kind of do it the right way from the beginning. That's awesome. Amanda, Amped Up.
Where
were you before we started?
I was in the travel world as just in the corporate world, working in a business office.
Yeah.
And our business wasn't my business. The owner's business sold a year and a half ago. And then it's been 11 months ago now, merged with another company. The office was in Idaho Falls. I wasn't moving to Idaho Falls. I'm in Oregon. So I was looking for another job. What do I want to do? I always joked, I handled all the travel in the office. I was front desk, admin, a little of everything in the office, kind of ran the office manager.
Yeah.
Booked travel, booked flights. So I knew that part of the travel. And then my husband and I love to travel. So the travel world itself, I would go and travel, and then booking people's travel. And I always joked in the office, if I ever leave here, I'm going to become a travel agent. It was the biggest joke ever. So then when reality hit in July, like, oh gosh, what are we going to do? I'm not going to stay here. And so the old owner who I worked for 26 years recruited me to work in his small family office that he has. So I went back to working for him, but it's not like a full-time permanent position. So I had a lot of time on my hands. So I'm like, I think really want to do this. And my husband really pushed me towards it and really you can do it, go for it. And so I really researched a lot of stuff because that's what I do. And your video and all of the travel school stuff kept coming up. And I really felt the calling to do yours versus all these others. They didn't talk to me like yours talked to me. So I I signed up, and it really has taught me your toolbox of stuff like was amazing. Starting from the ground up, I mean, I knew just my own travel and work travel, but there's so much more, and there's still so much more. And I literally just started, and the marketing modules probably killed me. 4 through 6 were like, oh my God.
6, and it's like everyone needs a tattoo. I completed 4 through 6, right, on their shoulder.
Yeah. So there was a couple of Brandon's mindset modules in there, and I was like, thank God, because I needed that.
For sure. No,
Yeah.
that's, yeah. And we don't always, we have so much in the program. We can't tell people everything on these videos because it's 12 weeks of amazing content to help you get your business started and thrive. It's like, how do you put that into a 5-minute, 10-minute video? But I'm glad that you brought that up. What do you guys feel like have been your biggest wins or celebrations? Amanda, I'll have you start with this one.
Well, celebrations of like 7 weeks into the class, an old coworker contacted me, and her daughter wanted to go to Italy on a group tour. Mind you, my niche is Caribbean, Hawaii, and cruises. But I'm like, I can help you. I will figure this out and do all my research. And we got her booked on a tour and all that. And that was 7 weeks into class. And then 9 weeks, my cousin contacted me and is doing an Italy cruise. And then a group of us are going on a Europe cruise of like six or 7 rooms. And then somebody else contacted me. So I've like got lots of stuff going on, and it's super exciting. And it's a lot of just friends referring friends. And then out of the blue, randomly, somebody I don't even know contacted me and booked a cruise yesterday. So
I love it. And that's how you know your marketing's working, when strangers are coming into your program or coming into your arena because of real marketing channels being set up. So I love that you're already booking. That's fantastic.
Yeah. And it's slow, and I don't have like necessarily all the marketing channels set up, but I've got them, and I'm like,
they're already working, and you're not even done yet. I love it.
Exactly.
It's amazing. Dale, Jillian, what about you guys? What have been your biggest wins or celebrations?
Well, our biggest win in celebration is we actually had our first sale during the class, an all-inclusive honeymoon package. It happened to be for my daughter and her husband, but that was awesome to get that done. And now just moving forward, having, now that we've learned the processes and taken advantage of all the tools, we have the confidence to set up 2 group tours, 2 group cruises that we're going to be doing in 2024 and promoting that. And so we're excited about that.
Yeah, that's going to be a big commission when you do those groups, right? I love that. Now, a new question that I've been asking, this is going to be a pop question because we haven't been asking this recently, but you guys went through the program when we just did our huge upgrade to Careers on Vacation 5.0. A lot of people don't realize that you get lifetime access to our materials. And if we ever do updates, which we did a massive one this year, you guys got new tools, new resources, almost every video is refilmed, brought up to today's standards. We really pride ourselves on keeping our curriculum kind of, modern day, top notch. But I would love to ask you, what was one of your favorite things with the new relaunch? Have you guys logged in since the 5.0? And if so, what do you like the best?
So I actually went to take my test after the relaunch. And so then I had to go back to some of the videos because some of the things had changed. And I really appreciated like that fresh perspective. I rewatched a video. So I'd watched it prior, and then like the switch happened before I did my final test. And then I was like, hold it, I don't remember this question because they were added, but the questions you added were so perfect to add. Like those are the current things happening. And again, it reiterated why this was the best choice. You're making sure that this curriculum is going to best help us. Going back through those videos, and Dale and I were talking about how as you go through this process, and you're starting to work with customers, I need to go back and review some of them because I vaguely remember, but I want more of that. And probably a lot of times Brandon's mindset as well on those tough days to be like, okay, we got this. But yes, absolutely. The improvements in those videos, the freshness, the different concepts you were pulling in, and I can't remember them for sure, like word for word, but it was nice to have it. You didn't again, learning things you didn't realize you needed. But that was awesome.
That's great. Amanda, Dale, anything to add on that one?
I would just say, I feel like I want to go back and start from module 1 and go through the whole thing again, because it feels like it's all brand new. Like, I mean, there's some videos I would go in and I'm like, wait, this is all new. I need to rewatch this also. It's like, now I'm like, I had the 100%, dial, and I'm like, oh, okay, I really, because I wanted to see 100% again. So
we have a progress tracker, guys, when you go through the program. So when we added the new stuff, we rewound the progress tracker so people could easily see what was new in the update, and it was a lot. So a lot of the progress trackers went back and they're like, there's so much new stuff.
That was mine. I'm like, did I not do this? I was in a moment.
I know, we had to make a
rewatch
decision on how
was
to
your
do.
marketing one. Your marketing one was awesome. Like the way you grouped it all together. When I went back through that, I watched them kind of separate, and then you pulled them all together, and then you and Brandon were talking about how you utilize those strategies, and you were taking one curler out at a time. I loved it. It was fantastic. It like really brought it all back together.
Well, and I love the vault, where you were like on site and doing your like videos and like just step by step of how you're doing it, and your kids were involved and all of that, like, because that's like real life and how it's gonna happen. Because I'm going to Hawaii on Friday, and I was gonna film some Hawaii stuff, and I'm like, I'm gonna have my husband and friends. I'm like, okay, well, we're gonna see how this works.
Yeah, Amanda's referring guys to our video boot camp. So that was a brand new addition. It's a I don't know, what are 4, 5, 6 modules in there, but it takes you through the whole journey of what equipment you need, how you travel vlog, how you build content, how you bring it back to the editing room, what you do. And then most importantly, once you have a beautiful video, how do I market it in 10 different ways? So if you're going to do the work, you're going to do the travel. So we have in the vault area is designed to put extra things that maybe you don't have to do while you're in the program, but Amanda's graduated now. She was able to go back and then learn it on her pace, and kind of that next level learning. So when we do bonuses and extra series, we'll lock them in the vault, and then you have access to those. So yeah,
I really appreciated those, just for the fact it was like on site, on scene, how it works. And so those were very cool.
That's great. So talk to us a little bit, guys, about, you guys have been on the inside of what is it really like to be inside our community. Day one, Wanderlust Campus unlocks. What are those things that someone who's kind of on the outside looking in and wondering if this is for them? Share a little bit about what the experience was like for you on the inside, behind the curtain of Careers on Vacation. I'll ask Dale to take this one, since he didn't get to answer the other one.
Well, to begin with, there's just so much anticipation. And of course, you have that nervous trepidation, like, what am I getting myself into? Is this really the right program for me, for us? How will we interact with others? And, once you just get going, it's like anything new. Once you take that first step and a couple steps, and then you begin to run, it just becomes more comfortable and easy. And it's a great fit. It's a great community. Jillian mentioned our coach, Jamie, was fantastic. Cyndi, you were fantastic to work with and get, pointers and tips from, and just to learn so much from your experience has been fantastic. And then working with our fellow classmates that are in the program at the same time, because you're always asking questions and getting feedback from others that are going through the same thing. And that's so valuable to learn from their experiences and to be able to share our experiences. I was fortunate enough to be able to take part in a fam trip during the program, and to put the marketing and the video skills that were taught in the class to work, and got some really great feedback from that. So it was just overall, it's just an invaluable experience, and to be involved in that with so many good people that are all pulling together and pulling for you. There's no competition. You just want everyone to succeed, and it's a great feeling and a great experience.
Dale, where was your fam trip to? People are going to want to know that.
The fam trip was to Cancun and Riviera Maya, at the Margaritaville Riviera Maya.
Good. So making bookings, taking those free trips even before you're through class. That's great.
Yep.
Jillian, anything to add?
Actually, what I really appreciate was when people shared their ideas, seeing people's logos come out, when they're sharing their ideas and what they are proposing. What a great opportunity for me to not only give suggestions, but to read and be like, oh, that's a great idea. I never thought about that. So not only are we like building camaraderie and like this sense of how can we help elevate each other, but we're just definitely sharing our best practices. And it felt very uplifting. I always walked away with great ideas of like, oh, I really love how they promoted that. And I think I want to pull that little nugget out and use it in another video later, because I think it's going to work really well for us.
Yeah, that's the power of a mastermind versus like an e-program that's gathering dust on your hard drive, right? It's just being in that environment. Amanda, what about for you? Behind the curtain, what did it feel like for you?
You know, coming in, starting a business from the ground up, not knowing what to expect, the support and the step-by-step instructions on you need to do this, you need to do that, and having the support group of your coach that you had. I had Kate, and she was so supportive and just encouraging, and she's just so bubbly. And then just the Facebook group of, like you guys said, also you put a question out there because they're going through the same stuff or had gone through the same things, and they, you know, just pipe right in and say, oh, try this or do that. And then just the step-by-step modules of do this next, because you don't just start your business and launch and start booking. You really, there's a lot of steps in between that you have to do. And had I not had this, I wouldn't have known where to honestly start if I wanted to really become the travel agent I said I was going to become. So.
No, that makes a lot of sense for sure. And I think, you know, like Dale said, did I make the right decision? Is this the thing for me? There's a moment I feel like usually happens around the first week where you have that first meeting with your coach and you're like, okay, I get it now. Like this is home base for the next 12 weeks. Let's get the work done. So I love that. Last question of the day. Would you recommend Careers on Vacation to someone who was in your similar position, but specifically, why would you recommend it? Amanda, we'll have you start this time.
Most definitely, because of how to start your business from the ground up, the step-by-step modules, the schooling, the classes, the support group. 100% yes. I learned so much, and I'm still learning, and I still am part of all the groups, and I still scan it daily like, you know, so absolutely 100%. You learn so much, and I wouldn't have learned all I did without you putting something like this together.
Oh, thank you for sharing that. Dale and Jillian.
Yes, absolutely. The processes and the tools you get, the mindset direction, it's just invaluable to get you up and going in that positive direction. You know, we love to travel. We're experienced travelers, but there's no way we could have struck out on our own and been as successful or gotten to where we are now in such a short amount of period. The course is invaluable.
I think the other piece, and why I would absolutely recommend this, besides everything that Amanda and Dale have added to this, is that it's such an uplifting and positive group that you feel so well supported in this time when you're feeling a little uncomfortable and very vulnerable. I felt like every time that I was doing something, I knew my Facebook group was going to be 100% behind me, sharing with me, cheering me on. And it didn't feel so daunting. It felt like a family, and we're all doing this together. And sometimes when you're starting a new business, it can feel a little alone that you're just out there. But having the Careers on Vacation family really made me feel much more confident in that step and taking that leap. And it felt positive. Every time I jumped in, I was like, even though do I have a ton on my plate? Yes, I'm teaching and I'm doing this. I wanted to do it. I knew that this was a positive place and that was going to help us achieve our dreams, and absolutely would recommend it to anyone without hesitation, even if you have a full-time job. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I like that. And I think that's like from a teacher, you guys. So come on. I love it. Well, and I want to encourage everyone to, we want all of you guys to really vet whoever you're thinking about. But if you're interested in learning more about where Dale, Jillian, and Amanda got their certification, I encourage you to visit us at travelschool.com. You can find us over there. You can get a peek of kind of what's included in the program. This is the exact program they went through. You get to work with real people, which I think is the biggest thing with Careers on Vacation. And you get access to the new 5.0, and you get lifetime access to Wanderlust Campus. You're seeing a little sneak peek of that inside there for you as well. But it's just having a conversation with our enrollment team when you're ready. And so careersonvacation.com/ready now is where you want to go. And also, you can visit us at travelschool.com to find all of that information. So Dale, Jillian, Amanda, I want to thank you so much for being on the show today and sharing your amazing case studies. You guys are all out in the world booking travel. You've done what you set out to do. So, you know, we're going to see you over in the grad group. You're not going too far, but I want to say congratulations. Thanks for being on the show today, guys.
Thank you very much.
All right, guys, we'll see everybody else next week with more case studies. It could be yours. We'll see you guys soon. Bye, guys. Hey guys, Cyndi Williams here. If you like that last video, make sure you check out all of the other content on our channel. And if you want to follow along and travel with me around the world and see how I run my amazing travel brands and get some great tips on how to grow your own, make sure you check out that other content. I'm going to drop a couple videos here. Click those links. I'll see you next time. Bye guys.